The idea was and is to have more people of color in positions of responsibility and leadership. The mission of ABC is to get enough students into secondary schools, ours the high school or the private boarding schools, where they will be able to get the education they need to be successful at colleges and go on and have amazing careers. Bobby Kennedy was killed in 1968. Martin Luther King Jr. was killed in 1968. There were a lot of marches. There was a march in downtown Syracuse. There was a college group called CORE, Congress for Racial Equality, marches for civil rights, for equality. And out here in Fayetteville, Manlius, it was really quiet. This white community, there was no response to all the issues that were happening. And then we heard about A Better Chance. So there was this organization that started in 1963, and Tom McCullough, who was the head of our section called Community School Programs at that time, and they were called Public School Programs, there was a group across the street at St. Anne's Catholic Church that invited him to come and speak about the program. There were a few community school programs already set up, and they were interested in, could we do it here? We had this kind of big duking it out meeting of whether we were going to have boys in our program or have girls in our program. We decided at that point that we didn't think that girls had as many opportunities in the ABC program at that time, that it was really more heavily focused on boys, and so we won. There were a lot of questions about where are these kids coming from? Who are they? Are they juvenile delinquents, which was the term at the time? Or is this kind of like a group home for incorrigible kids?
We think our girls have been called names as they were walking down the hill to get back to the house in the afternoon based on their race. Certainly, I think we try to protect them by having them live in the house and having each other. They are very well protected, and they're guided by all the adults who are in the house.
So what you try to do is make the home, the ABC house, more like, as much like home as it can be.
The program survives on donations, and they're really kind of local for the most part. There's a huge amount of it is just local contributions from folks that have really been supportive over the years. There's also some grants that have been obtained, and those are usually for special capital projects that we've had over the years, or a new aspect or program that we're introducing. And there's certain organizations within the community that we have reached out to prepare a newsletter every year, and that gets mailed out to give people a little heads up on the program and encouragement. And now with the differences in media, we're got a website going, and so there's other ways of getting out to the community as well. But really, I think when you reach out to folks and you have a good story, I think that's a good way to obtain funding.
What ABC means to me, I'm grateful that they gave me the chance to prove myself, and I'm grateful that they actually saw the potential in me, and that they saw that I'm not what my transcript was. I was something that had the power to be something great and for the future to better the country, so I appreciate that.
In 5 years, I see myself starting an intern, make my way up this business, and then in 10 years, I'm the CEO of my own company, and I'm a multi-billionaire. And then when I come back for the reunion, and I tell this to everyone, I'm gonna come in a helicopter, a red carpet is gonna roll out, and I'm just gonna be like, yes, I made it, I did this.